This thing, Cuisinart, Cuisinart. I don't know how you pronounce it, this thing. I mean, it just gets everywhere. Welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. I didn't vlog today. Instead, I'm gonna build an email campaign about a coffee grinder that I hate. And I might actually send it to my email list. So let's get into it. This is from this morning's coffee, okay? I have stopped cleaning this in the morning, like all of the grounds, because it's gonna get bad again when I make my second afternoon cup of coffee. Okay, so I've already written the email copy for this campaign I'm gonna make because I always start with copy. If you try and build graphics or design out the visuals like I'm in here doing in Flowdesk with no copy, you're gonna feel pretty directionless. Now, does that mean you can't do it? No, you could probably do it if you tried hard enough, but to remove some of that friction, I always start by writing some copy. And honestly, I think I kind of killed it with some of this copy, being a little goofy, being a little silly. And this is what it looks like when I write email copy. I just go into Google Docs, and they have this handy new feature with tabs. So if I'm writing multiple emails in a workflow, I'll do a tab for each email campaign so that clients can see email copy in one workflow built out in a way that is very clear and organized. If you're writing a welcome workflow, a nurture sequence following a workshop, or maybe a testimonial request and kind of just like sending multiple emails, this is a really easy way to be able to have all of your copy organized and still be able to review a whole workflow. So in here, I've got the segment that I'll be sending this campaign to. I don't actually have these segments in my email list. I'm just kind of being a dork about it. My interest segment of people who like horrible products, my engaged list, my engaged segment of people who have been active in the last 90 days on any of my emails, and then my VIP section segment. Girl, it's 5:30 and I'm talking like it. And then sometimes you gotta suppress some segments, and for this one I chose people who want anything good in life, okay? And then I've got my subject and preview text, and I've never included the word mentee be, the words mentee be, in a subject line, but when/if I send this to my actual email list, I will be interested to see the open rates on that one. I think they'll be pretty good. So anyway, I've gone through and I've written the copy and I've included a couple different points. So first name personalization, that's just kind of nice. It just kind of makes it feel less like I'm sending out a generic blast and more like a, hey, what's up? Let me tell you about this horrible thing. And then I've got a product image or a graphic. So that's going to be decided what that looks like. A GIF, because I think it flows nicely, whether that's a GIF of product imagery or like a show that I like, we'll see. And then I've got a lot of dead space down here. Typically I would put a button around here, but this email campaign is purely, as I stated yesterday, for me. And I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything. If anything, I'm doing the exact opposite. So yeah, starting with copy is very important. I did that here, and I've got the actual product page pulled up because I'm gonna use some of these photos, and we're gonna get to that point in a little bit. But first, I've started a new email inside of Flowdesk. That is my email service provider of choice. Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody's needs are a little bit different. Yeah, if you're ever curious about like what email service provider you should use, I think trying them all, you can usually get a free trial for most of them, but it gives you the opportunity to see what you like and what you don't like. And if you're going to be consistent with email and marketing your business through this channel, you should like, or at least be able to withstand the platform that you're using. So I highly recommend trying it out. If you want a Flowdesk code discount, I'll leave it in the description down below. I like Flowdesk for now. It does what it needs to do. So anyway, all I've got in here right now are my logo, my social links, my FTC mandated address, mailing address, business address, that vibe, and then an unsubscribe and manage preferences, which right off the bat here, I'm going to change so that those are really noticeable. I like when people can unsubscribe. This might not be the email to judge me on whether or not you should or should not unsubscribe, which is why people are getting a notice before I send this email out. So anyway, I've added a little padding here. I do want to look at it again. I love a left align because that's just how we read. When you open a book, everything's either left aligned or very small pieces are centered. So that's typically what I like to do. And then if you ever want to elevate the look of your emails, there's two things that make it really easy to have nice looking emails, and that is spacers or any sort of like break between different graphics or text, and then some extra padding. I really like 45 pixels worth of padding. Is it pixels? Just 45. Yeah, it's gotta be pixels. I think it's pixels in Klaviyo too. Anyway, so yeah, how do we take copy from this email and put it into an actual campaign in our builder with some imagery? Well, I'm so glad that you asked. I'm going to start by just getting my text plugged in. So I'm just going to pretty much dump all of this copy in here. Left align it. I'm going to bump my text size up to 16. And I really like Times New Roman, but I do think Helvetica is easier to read. So I'm going to do that first. I'm also going to pull my first name. And one thing I talked about on Threads, I'll include it right here, the other day, was that I really like to not default to using friend as an alternative to personalizations. I just kind of think we can do better, and if the option is there to change a piece that someone is seeing, I'd love to make it something that feels natural and doesn't feel like an alternative or a default or a placeholder for something else. So I didn't actually think of anything, so I'm gonna have to think of this on the fly. Listen here, I've seen some wild stuff in my life. I think that's good. And then, not to go AI on us, how do I do a... Yeah, okay, there we go. M dash. Sometimes it's just functional. Sorry, I said it. And then I need to go through and figure out like what I want to emphasize. And I really want my copy to stand out for people who are skimming, because people will read emails, but you have to cater to people who don't have 100% of their attention on you in this moment. So how do we do that? Well, I'm going to go through this copy and pull exactly what I want them to get out of this. So I'm going to do, I've seen some wild stuff in my life. Diapers flying, sleepwalking nappers, open mouth coughing 2-year-old, has tested my patience like the, we didn't talk about this, Cuisinart, cuisine art, cuisine, wait, Cuisinart? How do I say this brand's name? I'm gonna say Cuisinart, but I'm kind of worried it's Cuisinart. Hang on, what do I even... Cuisinart. Pronunciation in English. Cuisinart. That feels so wrong. I don't think that's right. Anyway, also, do you like how I'm wearing headphones but don't have them plugged in? Love that for me. Okay, so anyway, now I have this space that says product image or graphic. So to me, I know if I want to plug in something there, I've got to cut this copy up. So I'm actually just going to take this out, and then I will create a space for that graphic to go into, which is image. Not going to upload anything yet. And then I'm going to duplicate this text, move it down, and then I'm going to copy the next section. Yo, Grammarly, you are killing the vibe. So I can get rid of this piece of copy here. And then everything from here on is going to go in a different one. I'm just gonna duplicate this, move it down for our GIF, and then duplicate this, move it down. Okay, so now we kind of have like a little bit of a frame that we're working with here. And I can get rid of this GIF. So we've got the skeleton of this built out, but what I'd really like to do now is make it feel a little less like so barren, like it's literally just copy and an image. I also probably should have done this earlier, but I'm gonna line my copy up with the padding that I have in my logo, because ooh, that's crispy. I love it. But I need to do this for every block. So while I'm doing this, please enjoy a visual of how terrible this thing is. Today's special tastings is brought to you by Good Citizen Coffee Co., based here in Nashville. Delicious coffee, problematic process. Okay, now I have there's a timer for like how long it will run for. I typically leave it on 8, but actually maybe let's do like 10. Okay, so you see the beans are in there. Okay, but I want you to watch what happens when I turn this thing on. We're already experiencing some electricity, okay? It's already like sucking things up. All right, so that's a problem, including a cat hair. Look, I'm just a person, okay? So here's where we're at already. Just literally took the top off the thing. But now you see how much of the coffee grounds have kind of collected right at the top. So I guess I'll just tap this to the bottom, but do you see what happens when I do that? Everything is just so staticky. And we're just like, it's already so bad. Good stuff. Focus. Isn't that horrible? Isn't that awful? Who would ever buy such a thing? Okay. Cool. So now we have a little bit more of an organized template that we're working with here. Now what I'm going to do is I want to decide what my hero image is going to be, because I do typically include a hero image. On top of that, we want to make sure that there's a call to action visible before someone has to scroll. And so, because a lot of people are just going to open your email and then close it. So if they're going to open it and not scroll, I want to be able to give them an opportunity to click. So a really easy way to do this is to just do a banner. I'm just going to put some placeholder text here just so you can kind of visualize what I'm talking about. This is a banner. And we'll come back to kind of plug in some better copy there. Don't worry. I'm going to make it look better. Okay, cool. So, all right. So I'm just going to use Canva, because for as much as I am a Figma girl, I am going to have to use this for the GIF anyway, so it'll be what it needs to be. So width is going to be 600. The height, let's do 400, because we can always make it smaller. And again, this will be for our hero image at the very top. So this one, and then our graphic here. So I'm just going to call this the Grinder Hater Email Graphics. And, okay. So now I'm going to copy this in here, and I'm not going to flex my like full design background with this design, but I will do my best. So I want the hero image to be something that catches people's eyes, and maybe if I put a little, so this is why I like Figma a little bit more. Let's do like a, I'm gonna go full like, I don't want to go meme mode, but I do want to go on Unsplash and look for scared audience. Okay, let's see. Scared people. I'd really like this to be in front of a bunch of people who just look like so shocked. Let's go to Death to Stock. I love Death to Stock, and I think they make some beautiful visuals. So let's see what scared brings up. This is so dramatic. I think this is gonna give it a little bit of a like a positive vibe, but I want to just see what can I do with this, because I do want to make it look kind of chic. I'm gonna throw some text on here. Horrible. Let's do like some fake customer quotes. No one has said this. You can't come after me for slander because they're not true, I'm telling you. They're all alleged, or my own words. Terrible. Reminds me of my mean neighbor. Oh, that's good. Yep, I'm here for it. Let's tighten this up a little bit. And then like maybe there's one that can go over here that's like makes me nauseous. But am I gonna punctuate only one of them? This is kind of giving Twilight vibes. Again, we're trying to strike balance here. Let's darken this up a little bit. All right, look, I'm just here to make a terrible email, so let's do it. I'm gonna do 2, if I can type the number 2, and just the only page, come in here to our actual email. And okay. I'm gonna actually change this block to better blend with the colors we got going on there so it feels really seamless. Okay, great. I hate that this is the only one with a punctuation, but we're gonna move on. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some space in here because again, I want it to feel kind of clean, and I have that naturally with this space. I'm not gonna plug in a call to action. I was gonna plug a call to action in the banner, but I'm gonna avoid that until the end. Let's just do visuals, Crystal. Stay focused. Okay, so the next one, copy above it, really just introducing the name of it. So I'm probably gonna do like a cutesy lifestyle shot in this one, and let's see. Gosh, this is such a juxtaposition between the first image and the second, so maybe if you'll grant me a little AI fun. Of course you will. Of course you will. Because you're not actually here to tell me I can't. I'm gonna, what do they got, like an extend, magic expand. I just want to expand it. Let's see, can they do it? I don't know that I've ever used this feature in Canva. But AI features, y'all, if you don't learn how to use it, they'll learn how to use you. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay. Well, we can work with this. And then I'm gonna do more of this magic edit. And I want to do a sad puppy. I don't know if it can actually do this, but a sad puppy looking from over the counter. Let's put him here. I want this puppy to be sad. really sad puppy. It's gonna be like illustrated though, and I didn't think about that. Oh. Okay. Maybe... Nope. Maybe we take that out. We could try a sad kid. Very sad kid with half face showing above a countertop. White countertop. And I want you to put him... Hello? What's going on here? You won't let me... Okay, sure. Oh, it did take it. Okay, great. That's wonderful. I am scared. Oh. Wait. Wait. Okay. For an AI kid, cute. This is the problem. It's just arms, okay? Let's do maybe not a sad kid. Let's not involve a child. Puppy. Generate again. I cannot believe it just gave me arm. I can. I totally can. But now I'm like, how do we go up from here? I think it was the articulating. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Wow. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, this is good. And I'm gonna give little. What's like a common dog name? Pup. Let's see. Makes me wish. I can't say that. Is that like cringe? I think it's kind of cringe. But it's kind of cute. And then I want like a little, just give me a speech bubble. See, I want to make all this myself, but not the time. Not the time. Canva. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do this. Can I make this a little? Oh yeah, makes my little ears so that's so funny. And then I'll make the oh, that's not what I wanted. Text white. And then let's do a little drop shadow. Do you got any of those? Totally you do. I feel like I'm relearning so much of the Canva controls. Okay, we'll call that good. This is ridiculous. I do want to turn the brightness down a little bit. And just make it flow a little bit better. Turn it all down, you know, like make it a little depressing like the rest of this email is. Is this too negative? Like I wanna be silly and goofy, but I also don't want to be mean. Guess it's just the people pleaser in me. Okay. It's like 6 o'clock and I'm gonna have to edit this video between 2 visual points. I fully abandoned the second viewpoint. Did I do that? Great. Okay, so this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever included in an email, but it's kind of funny. So, okay, great. Now I have a graphic, now I want a GIF, and then I'm going to throw some buttons in here, and then I'll be happy and have had this taken out of my system. I'm done, and I never have to do a stupid email like this again. I say that, but I have plans to do one for, like, Jeff Probst. Okay, great. So, makes my little ears hurt. Great. Let's do a GIF, okay? So, what I need to do is figure out what kind of GIF I want. Let's go to Giphy, because I don't think we have to put as much design into this email. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it, okay? Just do what you want to do. It's your email list. It belongs to you. I want a GIF that, well, actually, let's go back. Because I do want to get some more context. What did I say up here? That's this thing. Oh yeah, you up? Let's do that. That's funny. You up? And I think she's in a lot of stuff, isn't she? Okay, let's throw a little spacer in here. Whoa, okay. Didn't need all that, but I'm also gonna bold this because I don't think I actually got through the rest of my bolding. Sorry about that. It's kind of hard to make an email and record a video at the same time. I'm realizing that now, which is part of the reason I was like, oh, I'll take your copy first and then I won't have to like write copy on the fly. Now I'm like, wow, this is all hard. So, you know, I'm doing my best here. Here's how this works. Wham. I'm going to throw an emoji, like an explosion emoji. Explosion emoji. Or simply design drunk Tetris. I actually am really proud of that. Let's do like a bottle emoji. Whoa. Grammarly, I gotta uninstall that. So I have some emphasis placed throughout. It's really skimmable, and I think that's great. So let's cover our other bases, which is to include some buttons, some calls to actions. So what is the one action that I want someone to take after reading this email? I want them to donate to a charity. Let's see, is there a charity? It's called Giving Bean. Great. Whoa, okay. Giving Bean Coffee Fundraiser. We are coffee fundraising. Oh? No one's actually going to donate, so I don't feel like the need to look into this nonprofit. My call to action is for people to donate on behalf of Cuisinart. Donate to, I guess, what is it? What is that? Counteract, donate. Donate coffee to, this is why I don't write copy on the fly. Donate coffee. Combat Cuisinart. Donate coffee. Not my strongest call to action, but this one's just for me, y'all. How many times I gotta tell you? I love a little arrow. I've got the product page. Cuisinart. Okay. People who see this are gonna be like, what is going on with her? Underline. Oh, that's terrible. Hate that contrast. Let's fashion. I made it worse. Okay, let's pull this color. And then we'll make our link color black. I know that's not ideal, but ain't nobody gonna buy this. Just kind of doing some touch-ups here. Okay. I kind of hate this color. I'm not gonna work that hard. Okay, so there's really no call to action here, but I am gonna pull my PS out of this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave a button that says buy the damn thing anyway. Because I think that's really funny. I won't get that fancy with it, but I will do another text that's a little bit different. Painfully yours, Crystal Ivy. I feel like I could be more creative if it weren't 6:30 at night. I want to make this match the banner. which to do that, I'm going to go up here, click on the block, and copy this hex code up here. And then we're going to change that font to probably black. And I would like for this font to be bold. And then we'll link to the product page. And I'm going to make a little note because I'm ornery. This is where I will center align something, and I'll do this one in red. And then I will, this thing is going to get a link. So I'm going to bold it, underline it. Okay, great. Now let's build out the background. So I'm going to do like my off-white color, and then the canvas color, should it be black? That's a lot of work to go through and edit it. Do a little black and green. No, let's do white and then make this backdrop color red. Or is that too Christmassy? Green? Light green? I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I think I like that better. Let me make it a little darker, a little deeper. Yeah, I want to add a little depth. Okay, I kind of vibe with this. Make a little spacey space. I'm gonna do a spacer down here so it doesn't feel so... This is so dumb. Okay, and then we always plug in accessibility. Picture of grinder with quotes. Fake quotes. And then I will link every single image on here to my website. Because I'm vain. Yeah, I think this is good. This is going to satisfy my need to get this done. I'm going to put my subject lines in here, and then my preview text as well. And then, all right, y'all, Vlogmas Day 3. I'm going to edit this video, and then I'm going to go lay down. I don't know if there'll be a video tomorrow, but there will be probably another one before the end of the week. So thanks for sticking around if you watch this whole thing, me being just chaotic. If you want to see actual emails that I build for clients with actual really awesome products and services, you can go to fromcrystalivy.com. I'll leave it down in the description. You can see some of the actual emails that I build and how much better they look from this. But, you know, thanks for sitting through this and letting me be a little silly, a little goofy, because I feel better. All right, guys, see you soon. I just am, like, so tired of this absolute menace to society.